Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear student, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to study about the important event from the time of Hazrat Ali. That important event is known as Battle of Camel or Battle of Jamal. Let's start studying the topic. When Hazrat Ali held the office of Khalifa, that time was very crucial for the Islamic community, and that time was full of problems and issues because rebels, they have just martyred Hazrat Usman, and after immediately when Hazrat Ali hold the office of Khalifa, he could not settle down the matter and civil war started, and Islam has to face many issues. Let's start studying the topic. So basically, when Hazrat Ali was in Medina, you need to understand the scenario of three important cities like Syria, Medina, and Makkah. Let's start studying from the Syrian front. We have studied that actually in the previous, during the election of Hazrat Ali, the blood-stained clothes of Hazrat Usman and the fingers of her wife Hazrat Naila, they were being shown in the mosque of Damascus. So this is how people, they were aggressive, they were in panic, they were in total chaos. So they thought that we need to avenge the murder of Islam, we need to kill all those people, rebels who actually were involved in the martyrdom of Hazrat Usman. So when Hazrat Ali sent his person to hold the office of Syria, he could not hold the office of governorship in Syria, in Damascus. So Suhail bin Hanif, he has to return without any kind of a power. But when he was coming back, he saw the Syrian army actually they was getting prepared to avenge the murder of Hazrat Usman from the rebels. So that was the situation within the Syria. On the other hand, within the Medina, although actually Muslim accepted Hazrat Ali as a Khalifa of Islam, but there were a few people who accepted him with conditions like Hazrat Talha and Hazrat Zubair. We have studied that actually Hazrat Talha and Hazrat Zubair both were from the panel of 6 people which was nominated by Hazrat Umar when he was on his deathbed. So Hazrat Talha and Hazrat Zubair both took oath on the hand of the Holy Prophet with condition that you will take the revenge of murder of Usman as soon as possible after holding the office of Khalifa. Hazrat Ali said, okay, I will do the things. So Hazrat Ali actually he was maintaining that peace and discipline within the community, within the Medina. He was ordering the situation. So during that activity he spent many days. Then Hazrat Talha and Hazrat Zubair came to him and asked him about the revenge of murder of Usman. They remind him that actually you said I'm going to avenge the murder of Islam, but things are not in proper position. Hazrat Ali said, I need some time in order to make the peace, in order to restore the order within the Islamic State, then I'll avenge the murder of Usman. So both people went back to their houses in the evening. Okay. So we have studied that actually when Hazrat Usman he was martyred, when siege was held of his house, it was the days of Hajj. Mostly people, they were not in Medina, they were in Makkah to offer the Hajj. Hazrat Aisha, she was also in Makkah to offer the Hajj. So Hazrat Talha and Zubair thought that we need to go to Makkah, we need to inform the people of Makkah about the situation, that what has happened in the Medina, in the capital. So both people, Hazrat Talha and Zubair, they went to Makkah, they met Hazrat Aisha and they quoted the whole scenario to Hazrat Aisha. So Hazrat Aisha actually, she and the other people who were there, they did not know anything. So both people actually, they pursued Hazrat Aisha that you need to lead us, you need to get out from your home, you need to help us to avenge the murder of Usman, because all the assassins, they are still in Medina, or they have went back to their cities, but we need to take some serious action to avenge the murder of Hazrat Usman. So Hazrat Aisha got angry. So she gathered the people who were in Makkah and started his journey towards Medina. But during that, when they have just left the city, Hazrat Talha and Zubair persuaded him that we need to go to Basra in order to take help, because there are many people who are going to help us in Basra to fight against the rebels. So Hazrat Aisha, with advice of these two people, Talha and Zubair, they changed their course towards Basra. Hazrat Ali, actually, he was also within the Medina. He was also keeping an eye on each and everything. So basically, he was preparing against Hazrat Amir Muawiyah, because who was preparing an army against the rebels. So when he came to know about this, that Hazrat Aisha is leading an army and they are going towards Basra, so he sent his son Hazrat Hassan towards the Kufa in order to get help from the people of Kufa. So Hazrat Ali also left the Medina. So both army actually met near Basra. So in the night, actually, Hazrat Ali had a meeting with Hazrat Aisha and Hazrat Talha and Zubair, and they started to have an argument among each other. They have started to discuss the situation. So Hazrat Aisha said, "I am here to avenge the murder of Hazrat Usman." Hazrat Ali said, I will avenge the murder of Islam, but I need some time in order to settle down the situation, in order to control the situation. Then I will avenge the murder of Hazrat Usman. When Hazrat Aisha heard this, she said, okay, if this is your intention, then there is no need to have a fight between us and the rebels. So he said, actually, we are going to back to our stations, we are going to go back to our cities, and without any kind of a war, and you are free to take the avenge of murder of Usman. So my dear students, this is the most important point, because the peace mean Hazrat Ali will solve the matter of martyrdom of Hazrat Usman without any kind of a issue. But the rebels, they were in the army of Hazrat Ali and also in the army of Hazrat Aisha. When they came to know about this, that peace has been made, agreement has been settled down between both parties, Hazrat Aisha and Hazrat Ali, they thought that if Hazrat Ali has a peace and order, they will start killing us, because we are the people who martyred Hazrat Usman. So the mischief makers are the rebels. Actually, they thought that these two armies should not go back to their cities in peace. So in the middle of the night, the rebels of Hazrat Aisha army and the rebels of Hazrat Ali's army, the rebels who were in the army of Hazrat Aisha and the rebels who were in the army of Hazrat Ali, they started to throw arrows on each other. So from both sides, people started to raise the slogans that actually the army of Hazrat Aisha attacked on us. On the other hand, the people of Hazrat Ali said, the rebels of Hazrat Ali said the Aisha's army attacked on us, while the people of Hazrat Aisha army, the rebels, they said Hazrat Ali's army attacked on us. So this is how a war broke out between Muslims, and that war was started by the rebels from the both sides, because peace means Hazrat Ali is going to kill them. So that was very important for the Muslims. So actually this happened over there, and Hazrat Ali, the war started and no one actually could stop the war. So that was very tragic event of the history of Islam. Hazrat Ali tried his best to stop the war, but he could not. So thousands of Muslims actually martyred during that battle. Hazrat Aisha, she was riding the camel and she was actually leading her army from there. So the few people actually attacked on the camel of Hazrat Aisha, and they cut down the legs of the camel, and Hazrat Aisha fell down from the camel. So that is why, because of that event, this battle is known as the Battle of Camel. When Hazrat Aisha actually fell down, the people of Hazrat Aisha, they stopped the war, because they knew that actually we need to stop the war. How can we stop the war unless we need to take down the camel of Hazrat Aisha? When this happened over there, Hazrat Ali actually immediately, without any delay, sent her brother in order to cover him up, in order to escort her to the city of Medina. And Hazrat Ali also stopped the people not to collect the spoils of the war, not to collect the booty, because they were Muslims, and the spoils of war can be collected against the non-Muslims, against the people who are enemies of Islam. So this shows the intention of Hazrat Ali, that his intention was totally positive, and that war was started by the people of Kufa and Basra, who were the rebels. So, my dear students, this is how battle actually happened and took place. First of all, we need to, in the end, we need to study the results of the battle. Number one, from both sides, Muslims were martyred from the side of Hazrat Ali, from the side of Hazrat Aisha. Hazrat Talha and Zubair, they were a very important figure from the history of Islam, and from the army of Hazrat Aisha, both were being martyred by the rebels. The rebels actually, they have selected these two people in order to create more chaos and confusion, in order to give the dent to the Islam. Number two, rebels actually started against Hazrat Ali. They said, we have killed them, we won the battle, we should be given permission to collect the spoils of war. But Hazrat Ali actually stopped them not to do so. Although Hazrat Ali actually do know the people who were involved in the battle, who were the cause of the battle, who were rebels, but actually he could not do anything because of some inner issues. So what are those issues? He actually want to hold the firm grip on the state. Then actually he thought that I need to kill these people who were involved in the martyrdom of Hazrat Usman. Third point, civil war. This was the first civil war which happened between Muslims from both sides. Muslim actually killed the Muslim in this battle, and 1,000 Muslims martyred during that activity. So Hazrat Ali thought that actually now Medina is the capital of Islam. Medina is the burial place of the Holy Prophet, the migration place of the Holy Prophet. So he changed his capital from Medina to Kufa. So this was the important event. It happened in the time of Hazrat Ali. So my dear students, you need to go through from the text, deeply study different sources in order to have the proper information of this topic. So tomorrow we are going to study the next topic. Until then, Allah Hafiz.